It's actually 2:04 in the morning, and yeah, we're on the road. I'll explain it at the first stop for breakfast in Laramie, Wyoming. Now, I'm coming up on this guy at 80 miles an hour, and he pulls right in front of us in the left hand lane. He's not the Wyoming State Police. There's nobody in front of him. The lane isn't being blocked off anytime soon. It's up here at the ramp. So the guy's a damn idiot, and there's really no reason for this.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
Now we're pulling into Carl's, and I'll explain why we're in Laramie, Wyoming at 7 o'clock in the morning in a second. Double breakfast burger, hash browns, and coffee is our choice at Carl's Jr. in Laramie, Wyoming this morning, and it's good as it always is. Sometime here in the morning, and I'm not exactly sure, 7:30, we find ourselves in Laramie, Wyoming at the Love's/Carl's Jr., where, as you just saw, saw us pull up and showed you my breakfast. And here's the scenic of Laramie. You see this overpass here on Curtis Street is being totally torn down and rebuilt. So you probably, because I alluded to it, first off, you could hear my voice. I sound like warmed over death, and I feel worse. About 1:30 this morning, I got up and I was so thirsty and so sick. I went to the bathroom. I came back to get a drink. I didn't want to turn the light on. I knocked the cup over, ice and drink everywhere, all over my luggage and stuff, and the floor. It woke Charlie up. So we got it cleaned up, and I had thought about this, and he basically brought it up very, very gently. God love my brother. He's good people. He said, "Do you just want me to take you back to Sacramento?" And I had already thought about asking him. I'm that sick. Yesterday we got to the room, and I lied down on the bed in my clothes and my shoes and didn't move for a very long time. I'm that sick. So I feel, of course, marginally better now. I napped in the car, ate little coffee. We're going to Elko today, which is a very, very long drive. So, there comes a point where you just have to do the right thing. And a man's got to know his limitations. And this is Charlie's trip too. And he's had to put up with an awful lot of this sickness bullshit. And I think I figured out I needed to, it's just unfair to him. So it looks like we're going to just head west on 80 to the Amtrak station in downtown Sacramento. And my math. Hold on. Oh, dude. So we're going to stay in Elko tonight. My cousin Judy and her children live in Elko, and I'm going to at least text them and say, well, we're staying overnight. I don't know how I feel. I don't know what to tell you. If you just want to stop by after work for 5 minutes, or if I'm going to be unconscious. So I never want to pass through a place, but, I think when we go through Reno, we're going to reach out to our bro Rich. I hurt his feelings last year, and I need to address that. So, Rich, if you're watching this, dude, I think we're going to reach out to you for tomorrow when we drive through Reno. So, this is why we're where we are, and we'll see what's next. On Interstate 80 here, just west of Fort Bridger, is the Stairway to Heaven highway feature. That looks really nice in the rain. If you look down and then it goes up, it looks like it's going up to heaven. And that's why it's named this. This is a pretty well-known picture spot. So here you go. Our next stop of the day, and you saw we did an awful lot of driving that I probably didn't put a lot of road footage on, but we're at the Copper Kettle Cafe in Wendover, Utah. Now, just up the street here is the state line for Utah and Nevada, and West Wendover, Nevada, where the casinos and stuff are. The nights in here in the Motel 6 are in Wendover, Utah, in Tuwalli County. I think that's how you say it. We didn't want to eat at the casino, so here we are. Gets good reviews. We're going to give it a go. I'm going to say that a few years ago, there was a movement from the Wendover, Utah residents here. This is an unincorporated city, so Tuwalli County sheriffs are the law enforcement, and they're not really out here all that much. Wanted to have West Wendover, Nevada annex them, because West Wendover, Nevada has a fire department and a city police department. Well, it turns out that even though the citizens of West Wendover and Wendover were both good with this, it takes an act of Congress, a literal one, not like I'm using that as a metaphor. Congress has to approve the state line being redrawn, and I guess it never did happen. So these people in Wendover, Utah, when the base was here, it used to be a bigger deal, the air base, and but now they're really hurting. So, and here they're going to go on strike. Mark my words. One of the last good union jobs left in this country is working for UPS, and they work your ass off, so you get paid for it. Anyway, when my food comes, we'll give you a look. When my food came when I was out filming, I ordered a big burrito. I get the refried beans and the rice and the lettuce and tomato. No sour cream, no guacamole, it looks good. My brother ordered a bacon cheeseburger, so there you go. So here you go, and we'll see how it is. Here is our shot of Wendover Will, which is similar to Vegas Vic, Vegas Vicky, and River Rick, which are similar type of signs in Las Vegas and in Laughlin. So here's a little bit of the other side of town. You see that there's a bunch of casinos. I have friends that live in Salt Lake City that speak highly of Lee's Liquors here. There is a KOA out here somewhere that I've never stayed at. But we're also stopped here for one more reason that we'll film here in a second. On last year's drive through Wells, Nevada, I talked about the Victory Highway, so I'll just go over it briefly. This eagle represents, there's only one of 5 of these left that represent the Victory Highway. I'm standing on the original roadbed. That was from 1925 to about 1940 or so, when Wendover Boulevard here. You see the rest of the old road. The Victory Highway ran from New York to roughly San Francisco, but not along the same route as the Lincoln Highway. It ran through Baltimore, Kansas City, Denver, Sacramento, then came down the Delta through Antioch and Pittsburgh, and then eventually ended up across the bay in San Francisco. So, if I think of it, I'll link to it. It's going to be a 977 plus mile day, so I'm already out of steam. So I'm going to put my head back down for the drive to Elko. We'll get there. I may or may not have a closing shot today or tomorrow. You never know. So we'll see what's next. get off of Elko.
Freya is the god of sunshine, prosperity, a good harvest, and virility. So we're going to have to do him a little honoring now, as with Freya, and mentioning that trickster loci who got me sick again, you bastard. Anyway, this is our closing shot. It rained ass. I went straight to bed. I didn't see my cousin. I just texted her. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you. And we'll see you for tomorrow's.